Hey guys, I want to tell you why our warranty service on our homes at Migrating Culture Crossing is superior to others when I return on the Eric McNeil Be Free Show.
Black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Hey guys, welcome. You've just discovered the Eric McNeil Be Free Show, where it's all about being financially independent, responsible for self, enjoying life, and empowering others free. So I want to tell you why our warranty service is superior to others. And this is one of the reasons why our prices may seem a bit more than the price of other homes. But if you look at the value that we're offering, then you understand why. And not to mention that the homes are fully furnished. Not to mention that you have an organic food forest outside. And not to mention that all of the amenities that we're offering. But the structure of the house is a solid home. And we feel so confident in the houses that we're building that we back the houses up with a 10-year limited warranty. Now, if you've ever purchased a home in the U.S., then you know that the standard warranty that you get from the builder is either a 1 or a 2-year warranty. And you can go and purchase additional warranty service, and you have something like a 2-10 warranty that they offer, but you pay for that from year 2 to 10. You have to pay for that. So when we decided to do this project, and I sat down and explained to Brandon that one of the biggest issues with people wanting to invest in a house here is the warranty service. Right now, if you're just looking for the cheapest house, people, you can go and find a $10,000 home. Okay, even if you're fortunate enough to find this mythical $10,000 home, ask yourself, ask the builder, what kind of warranty do I get? None. So if that's what you're looking for, by all means, be my guest and you go find it. But so we decided that we would not do what everybody else is doing in terms of giving you a 1 or 2 year warranty and poof, disappearing. Again, this is a community where I plan on living. And so I said I wanted to make people comfortable and have the same type or better warranty than they would even get in the U.S. or in the West. And so that meant a 10-year limited warranty, yes. So we are offering the best warranty service in the country, bar none. That means your first 2 years are going to cover the workmanship, the materials, and then, the next, the first year is workmanship and materials. The first 2 years is like, the workmanship materials, and then you have, it also includes the distribution systems like the, plumbing, the electrical, septic tank, those distribution systems. And then the first 5 years, you're talking about the water leakages and waterproofing. And just to tell you how important that waterproofing is, you can go buy a pretty house, and as I see people do this, but there's no waterproofing. They're in waterlogged areas. They experience leakages so terribly designed, and the builder usually did not do any proper waterproofing. I met a gentleman building some houses, and he didn't really know building. I mean, he's a smart guy, business savvy guy, but you know, he didn't really know building because he built these houses in a waterlogged area and he didn't take proper precautions to do like the waterproofing on the homes. So now when all of this rain comes gushing down and the water just rises, man, it just starts to deteriorate the home, you know, and you can see the line where the water rises and just starts eating away at the home. You know, the paint goes. So when you don't do it properly from the beginning, let me tell you this. When you don't do it properly from the beginning, it's almost impossible to fix it. Now, you can fix it, but what you end up doing is you end up using all these special types of coatings and paints and stuff, and you're really just masking a problem because it wasn't designed properly from the beginning. So you're going to always have problems. And so what builders do is they mask it long enough for them to build it and disappear, right? But there's going to always be problems because you didn't do it right from the beginning. You didn't put some waterproofing in. You didn't properly do your drainage. Somebody asked me about, you know, our, you know, because of the flooding that we usually get in Ghana. And I'm like, you know, we got that very, very well taken care of. You know, we're meticulous about what we do. And I pay attention to details. Like, you know, I've been doing this for a while, so I pay attention to details. Now, let me tell you another thing that somebody came on my YouTube and well, somebody was asking me a question. They asked me an honest question, which was, Eric, can the locals afford the homes that you're building? And you know, my reply was that, well, you know, there are homes in Trisaco for $10 million, and the locals can afford those. So I would assume that locals can afford these homes. And so somebody came and made this smart alecky comment about, oh, Master, nobody from Trisaco is gonna come by your bush home. And this is why, people, we should really think before we speak. We really should think before we speak, because at the end of the day, nowhere did I say in my statement that I expected people from Trisaco to come, that I was trying to insinuate that people from Trisaco would be coming to buy these homes, or that we would be trying to lure those people here. What I was doing was just making, you know, my point was that if there are locals in Ghana that can afford $10 million properties, then surely there are locals in Ghana who can afford $100,000 properties. That was my point. But you have this smart person who comes on my page trolling, oh, Master, nobody from Trisaco is going to come be interested in this bush home. And I'm like, you know, and I'm very, very calm, you know, because I'm like, you know, perhaps your first language is not English and you misunderstood me. And, you know, that's kind of what I asked. And I said, you know, where did I, you know, insinuate that they were going to come and buy these homes? And then, oh, Master, oh, you take that bush property. And after a couple of times, you know, and I see that he's just trolling. Delete, 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 you know, block, block, block. But anyway, speaking of Trisaco, when I first relocated to Ghana, 2016, I rented a home in Trisaco. Now, granted, this wasn't, you know, the big $10 million homes that Trisaco Development is building, but it was in that area. If you're familiar with that area, then there's like two sides. You have these big homes, million dollar homes. I don't know if that's West Trisaco or East Trisaco. And then you have the other side where there's modest homes, you know. So I was over in that side where you can find modest homes near the Zoom Line headquarters. And I rented a home that this gentleman built. And let me tell you, when it rained, it was a pretty home. Now, don't get me wrong. It was a pretty home, boy. And it was new. He had just finished it. I was like, whoa, new home. But when it rained, it sounded like you were outside. Boy, that rain, it was actually louder than the outside because the rain is hitting the metal roof. And it's like, I'm like, what in the world? You can't even think when the rain is this loud. I said, no, this is not right. So if you're just building homes, this is what you get, people. And if you don't understand what you're buying, this is what you buy into, because you should not hear the rain as if you're outside, even if you have a metal roof. Even if you have a metal roof. Now, you take my home, for instance. My home has a metal roof on it. But when it rains, it does not sound like you are outside, people, because you should have your building materials should deaden that sound, right? So even though you have a metal roof on the top, underneath that metal roof, you're going to have a roofing deck. You should have some kind of insulation. And then on the inside, if you can see up here, like you look at mine, you have the interior drywall, which is my POP ceiling. All of these help to deaden the sound of the rain coming in. So, and you see, like the attention to detail we paid. You see my POP ceiling? I have designs up here. All of that is attention to details that you're not going to find in the average homes that are being built here. And even my ceiling fan, this is not the local ceiling fans that you see. This was an imported ceiling fan from Germany, right? So the attention to detail we pay, and you have the crown molding, the cornice as we call it here, all the design work. Now, what this means is that I really don't have noise when it rains, coming through my roof. I hear the noise coming from the windows because all of my windows are kind of an open design, but on my roof, no, I don't have that. And the insulation, let me show you something here. And this is what I mean by paying attention to details. When I decided to build, I told Brandon that, okay, we're in Ghana. I was like, I want to build a house that is as cool as possible. I say, so in my ceiling, I want a radiant barrier. You see this? This is a radiant barrier. And this is what you will find in my ceiling. And it has a reflective foil on one end. And basically, it reflects the sun. So this is the insulated radiant barrier that we put in the home. So you just take this and you roll it out across in your ceiling. So that's all throughout my home, and that helps to keep the home much cooler. Now, that type of attention to detail is what I'm talking about. And you will not find that with the average builders. Because I did this, the home is cooler. And even though I have air conditioners in 3 places, I have an air conditioner in the other room, and I have an air conditioner in the kitchen. But I don't have to run them, because we have thermal mass. Some people, say they, when they come in here, they feel it cooler. Some people say they don't really notice, but actually, I notice it from being in other buildings. I can tell that it's cooler. But because I did things that most builders do not do, then, it makes a difference. Like if you go to your builder who's going to build you this magical $10,000 home, or you see these homes, they may look pretty, but ask them, hey buddy, did you use like a radiant barrier in the ceiling? They'll look at you like you crazy, right? Why? Because this stuff, you typically probably won't find it in Ghana. You have to import it. So they're not willing to pay the extra expense. But the homes that we're building at Migrating Culture Crossing will have a radiant barrier in them. The homes that we're building at Migrating Culture Crossing will have the interior drywall, the POP ceiling with crown molding in it. The homes that we're building at Migrating Culture Crossing will have thermal mass in the walls, right? So they will be built properly. They will have properly, they have proper waterproofing to prevent leakages. And so, we're not just building homes on the fly to disappear. We're building something that's quality, and not just something that we can put up and run away from, because I don't plan on running away. This is essentially my retirement community, so I want to build it right, and I know what prices we can charge to give you the best quality at the most reasonable price. Like, you can go out there and you can find a home that has the same square footage as our home, and it's $20,000, $10,000 less expensive than our home. And what you're going to end up getting is you might end up spending $10,000 less on the home, but you're going to get about $30,000, $40,000 less value by doing that. So you have to look at the value that we're providing. And I believe that the value in which we're providing exceeds the others by far. I had a couple of my friends who actually purchased, they didn't purchase, they leased a home in a large gated community. And this gated community was built by one of the major developers here in Ghana. I would put them at the top 5 developers in Ghana. So we actually, when they left to go back to the U.S., they asked us to go over there, and do some things for them. And so we spent the night in the house. And it just so happened to rain when we spent the night in that house. And do you know that the same noise that I heard when I was in the Trisaco house, I heard that same type of noise in this house? Now, I could excuse the guy who built the house in Trisaco because this was not his full-time thing. He was a businessman doing this on the side. So maybe the first, I don't know how many houses he had built before that, but, I'm like, okay, I can excuse that. But when I stayed in that community, that gated community, with all these homes in it built by a major developer, I can't excuse that, because this is a major developer, been building for at least 20 years here, have, probably thousands of homes here, at least hundreds. And they're still doing this, where you put a roof up and it sounds like you're in a barn. No, I can't excuse that. But if that's good, but a lot of people come over and say, oh, it's a gated community. They've been in business for 20 years, and Eric, they got all these pretty fixtures in the house, and everything just looks so. Listen, pretty fixtures can mask the real problems. So if you walk into a house and you're lured in by these pretty fixtures, I can give you pretty fixtures, and I can have all kind of problems, foundational problems and structural problems and roofing problems hidden in the house for you. And I'm just waiting to get out of there, and because you've fallen in love with some old cheap fixtures. Oh, the fixtures are so okay. Go and buy your fixtures. We're building quality. So if you want to roll with Migrating Culture Crossing, then you're going to pay a fair price for a quality product, period. So I promise you, for those of you who decide to purchase from Migrating Culture Crossing, those of you who have already put your faith in Migrating Culture, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Now, you're getting in at a very good time, because when we get those first few homes up and the prices begin to shoot up and climb, and you say, well, I wanna buy. Okay, you got to buy at the current price. You can't go back in time, buddy. You buy at the current price. It is what it is, I mean, the stock market, you have a chance to get stock at $1, and the Facebook stock at $40 and go up to 200 and something dollars. Can you go back and buy it at the $40 or the $30? No, you got to buy it at the current price. Right, so if it's 200, if Berkshire Hathaway stock now is 1,000 and you had a chance to buy it at 100, sorry. But yeah, for those of you who decide to roll with us, you will be happy with your decision. We assure you that. I assure you that. Okay? Right? So at any rate, I just wanted to talk to you about that and let you know, you can go check out our warranty at www.migratingculturecrossing.com/warranty. Right? So, and you can see, what our warranty covers. Now, and if you haven't already done so, go ahead. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, and tell me, what's your experience with these warranty services, because I'm going to tell you now, another reason why our warranty is going to be superior is because if you've ever bought a house in the U.S. and the builder is going to warrant the first 1 or 2 years, and you got the warranty company that's going to warranty years 2 through 10, and you start trying to get warranty service on things, and they start pointing the finger at the builder, then the builder pointing the finger at the warranty company, and then you just going around in circles. Whereas in our case, we are including the warranty for no extra charge, and it is a builder-backed warranty. So you don't have to go to some separate warranty company, people. It is one company responsible for the warranty service. That's Migrating Culture. So you don't get the runaround. That's partially why our warranty is going to be superior, to others. All right? So again, you can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/Eric McNeil. It's free. And as always, hoorah, ahuru. Now be free.